a little strategic, a little analytical. So that is where our focus is going to take us today. And we're going to do some meditation to support us in helping our minds get juiced up and ready to go. So with that being said, welcome, welcome. I am back at Tammy Fender Spa. We are in the couples room and the sound healing room, an amazing space. So grateful to be here. So grateful to see each of you this morning as we make our way into this month's theme, which is really about Virgo. Being in the month of Virgo is about sacred practice. It's about ritual. It's about your inner priest or priestess just showing up to do the work, that inner work. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do it. Let's drop in. I'm going to kick the recording on. One moment. Beautiful. Good morning and welcome to Unveiling Meditation. I invite you in this moment to take a nice deep breath in and a nice big exhale. Go ahead and bring the shoulders up on the next breath in towards the ears and breathing in, and then exhaling, allowing the shoulders to drop. Again, another nice deep breath in, feeling your chest and your lungs filling, and exhale. And one more nice deep breath in. This time, really allowing your eyes to settle, your sense of inner connectivity to awaken, as though you're closing your eyes to open all of your other senses. And so when we're in meditation, especially working with the mind, there are so many opportunities for distraction. And calming our mind sometimes can be one of the most challenging aspects. And so today is about one, giving you a few techniques to get it to calm down when you get stressed or triggered and it seems to go into hyperdrive. And two, to really juice our minds up, to get them just dripping in energy so that no matter how crazy your outside world may seem, on the inside, the mind is feeling seated and calm and connected. So with that, one more nice deep breath in. And as you make this inhale, go ahead and extend your intention and your focus up to the sky, up to your soul star chakra, imagining that sun shining in, feeling its warmth on your face. Noticing today how that sun looks. Does it look like a spotlight? Does it look like the sunshine? Just notice as you open up your inner sense of vision through each of your senses. Let's go ahead and take a moment here to tune into each of these senses as we connect to this golden light. And yes, absolutely anything is possible when we're in this imaginatory space. So as your mind is reading the energy of your soul star chakra and your angels and your guides and your sense of inner connection to all is one, on the next breath, I invite you to open your sense of hearing to the room around you, noticing how still or noisy it suddenly gets, noticing the sounds of your body. We're going to cycle a couple breaths here, in and out, being intentional, noticing the sound of your breath, the sound of my voice, giving our mind lots of activities to work on. Go ahead and scan through it, and then slowly allowing each of those sounds to fade to the background as you focus in again on your breathing. Go ahead and notice the sounds of your heartbeat. Can you hear your pulse? Getting into these subtle energies. Beautiful. And next, we're going to take another nice deep breath in, still shifting our focus up to that golden light and focusing on sense of taste. Notice what tastes you have in your mouth in the moment. And then calling up memories of taste. And it may be, even as we work with the sense of taste, that you feel guided not only into your body, but into the earth. Feeling the earth's beautiful splendor as we move to the second part of our light link. using our sense of taste to get there. What images or memories of yummy, yummy, juicy, sweet food connect you to the earth? Maybe it's more along the lines of baked goods because it creates a sense of home. For me, it's a sweet, juicy peach today. That's so succulent and yummy, just kind of melts in your mouth. Notice for you what it is. As you connect to your inner world, we're opening up, awakening each of our senses as we next move into our sense of smell. And as you shift into sense of smell, remember we are connected to the angels. We are connecting to the earth. So what imagery comes to mind? Is it rain in the afternoon and the smell of the rain and the earth mixing together? Really the smell of the wet earth. Is it the smells of the forest and the trees? The smells of fall? How does the earth work with you through your sense of smell? Beautiful. And now we're going to send our intention and focus using our sense of smell as our gateway into the earth, deep, deep, deep into the earth. Feeling her energy, that luminescent crystal quartz, and that rhythm that comes when we connect with the earth. That beautiful rhythm. Maybe you're guided into the smells of the ocean and salt air on the breeze. Excellent. And slowly now coming up and into your heart, into your body, listening again, this time for spirit, not to the room, but listening for spirit. Shifting frequency. It may be that you hear a song, kind of like hearing a song in your head. Maybe that you imagine the sounds of bells and the angels, really high frequency music, singing. Oftentimes is that field of oneness, that field of unity. And taking a nice deep, deep breath in and exhaling out as we begin our journey today. Mind care. Go ahead and imagine yourself with a beautiful light shining down, that golden light, but not as broad as the sun, just focused, a focused light. And in that light, you notice that there is a book perched on the top of your head. And it's resting on your head. If you were to part your hair down the middle of your scalp, it's resting on the top of your head with its spine on that part closed. And when you're ready, go ahead and imagine that book falling open. But it doesn't just fall open. The pages reach down over your ears. Your mind may go through a couple of jumps to make it happen, but the pages reach as they fall open, covering your ears and all the way down to your shoulder blades, or your shoulders, I should say. Taking a breath here, imagining that sun again, and just noticing this book. Is it new? Is it fresh? Is it old and ancient? You breathe in and out. Did all of the pages fall to one side or the other? And this can guide us, let us know what side of our body our energy is running heavy on, meaning left or right. So we're going to go ahead and clear that out. Go ahead and take your hands, rub them together, shake them out. And then as you're ready, as though you're pulling the water off of your hair all the way through in the shower and rinsing it out. And again, starting at the forehead and working your hands back as though you're combing all of that hair out. You can go ahead and do this a couple of times from the scalp grazing your ears and then come down the backside until your hands completely cover your head. Go ahead and shake it out, roll your shoulders. Now tuning back into that book and imagining the pages falling again. And if they fall lopsided again, go ahead and repeat the exercise one more time, but they should fall pretty evenly at this point. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. And this time we're going to take a look at the book and the pages, in particular one page, imagining one page that your book fell open to. And as you imagine pulling this book off of your head and holding it in front of you, on that left page is a flower, a picture of a beautiful flower. And just take a moment. Imagine that flower through your sense of smell. Imagine it through your sense of inner vision and its colors. Go ahead and let out a nice deep sigh here. And we're going to imagine that flower at the top of your mind, as though your mind has opened and this flower is placed, is blooming right there at the top. And as the sun shines down, imagining as this flower opens, slowly opening, sun, the waters, the rains pouring down. We can never force a plant or a flower to open. So feel your roots. Feel back into your roots, imagining you have roots reaching down and into the earth. And notice how as you ground, it allows that flower to open wider and wider. Again, feeling the trunk of your body down into the earth and that flower opening. Licking your lips, relaxing your jaw. If you need to roll the shoulders, to work it down and into the body. Now imagining that golden light like liquid rain pouring into that flower, and the flower like a funnel or a bucket, capturing all of that beautiful golden light and pouring it into the top of your mind. Taking your time here. Allowing your body to guide you. And as that beautiful liquid golden light passes over the leaves of the flower, imagining it all pouring down the stem into the mind. As you breathe in and out, allowing your sense of inner vision to shift into whatever imagery of expansion. As the flower opens, feeling your body and your energy field opening. And that beautiful liquid light arriving in the top of your mind. Instead of cascading over the brain, imagining your mind like a sponge, slowly drinking it all up. Little by little. And go ahead and just scan as the sponge of your mind absorbs this energy from the back of your scalp, of your head. Imagining it filling up with this golden light to the midpoint, to the front of your mind, where you sense your third eye. We're not going to fill our third eye yet. It's a different energy center. So we want to just keep that third eye, our inner vision, focused on the mind. We're going to stay here and present for a few moments. And continue to breathe. You notice today maybe that the mind is a more active space, and so it doesn't necessarily feel like a deep, deep meditation. And that's just the mind coming down and observing. So we want to guide it into fully absorbing all of this beautiful golden liquid light. And how do we do that? We allow ourselves to root deeper into the earth, allowing whatever thoughts and energy that isn't grounding to take root down into the earth. Go ahead and imagine as though you have a tail and dropping that tail deep into the earth. And how that tail maybe even shifts the imagery within the mind to not being a sponge, but to opening deeper like the flower, and all of the seeds that when the flower is done are there, waiting, ready to be blown in the wind. Having been fully germinated and pollinated, as you breathe in and out, you can feel these seeds, the seeds of ideas. It's as though we are touring the energy of your mind. How does it look? Like a library with shelves reaching as high as you can possibly imagine. Continue breathing, allowing the mind, inviting the mind to collaborate with your breath and with this imagery. The mind is tasked with keeping us safe and secure. So as it fills with this golden light, feeling the safety and the protection and the knowingness and the confidence that comes. Feeling the safety and the security of those tails and your grounding cords anchored deep into the earth. And we're going to go ahead and imagine as though the mind is carrying a huge weight of responsibility. We're going to imagine that weight being lifted off of your shoulders, much like carrying a heavy backpack full of books of wisdom and everything else. And so when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in, rolling the shoulders and jerking that backpack off, allowing it to land on the ground with a huge thump. Like that. And slowly coming back into the mind. Where does it want to dream? Here's the room of responsibilities, the room of wisdom. And then within your mind, there is a dream space where it's curious, where it wants to see the land, see the environment, see the trees and the sky, the birds flying, the waves crashing across the ocean, the mountains rising into the heavens. Allowing your mind, as it takes in all of this golden light, to be guided through each of these rooms into deeper and deeper states of relaxation. For our mind is the gift we have to choose. And it runs on so many different levels and so many functions. But at the end of the day, as they say, the buck stops here. The mind is the one who chooses. So as we pass through that beautiful space where the mind is relaxed and dreaming, we now enter the space in our mind a room, if you will. It's full of all of the spirit guides that are here to collaborate with you, to help you choose, to give the mind what it needs to piece the puzzles together, to break the patterns, to break through the glass ceiling. Feel the power that rests. Feel how honored you are in this moment for this unique gift to be able to wield this incredible, incredible instrument. This incredible instrument of spiritual technology that our mind is. It is brilliant. It can see and hear and feel and do. It can love. It can choose all of these things. So today, as we work with our mind, reminding it of its power and how blessed we are to be here, to be of good mind and good health and good consciousness, good community, gifts. And as you are ready, imagining that sponge that your mind is, now releasing all of these gifts down into the body. Where the mind is in control. It chooses what we believe, how much we sustain or don't sustain, how much nourishment we receive or don't receive. And it's constantly pursuing to make us better, to release the blocks within the body, to ensure the body gets the nourishment it needs, to ensure your soul gets the nourishment it needs. And so as you breathe in and out, taking this moment to feel your body flooded with love as that golden light pours down and through like a waterfall being held back and its gates suddenly open, crashing down into your heart, into the earth through that tail, through your hips, into your belly. So much love, this golden light, as we let it all run down into the earth, for it is our mind and our ability to choose and to be present that gives us this space and this time in this moment. So what are you going to do with it today? As you breathe in and out, go ahead and roll the shoulders one last time. Feel that gratitude in your heart. Like two long lost friends as the mind partners with the heart and the body, collaborating to and for your heart's greatest desires. As you breathe in and out, wiggling your toes, honoring your mind. May today be a beautiful, well thought out day. The astrology is primed for us to be making some decisions, getting things in motion and action. It is a brilliant time for the mind because of Mars and Gemini and a whole bunch of different configurations. So whatever has been coming your way, whatever you are up to, feel free to awaken the mind, to get it going, to use it. Oftentimes when we're doing this work, we're in that space of Get into the body, trust the intuition, trust the gut. No, right now it is blend it all and make the choices. Get out in the world, get out in your projects, change it up, bring in the new. Namaste. So much love.